Justice is open order. You are justice. You don't go move. Now, but look at them. Make sure you are direct to behind somebody. Now, that's it.
Guard of honor mounted in honor of the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. At the sound of the national anthem, we shall all rise in acknowledgement of our host nation, Ghana. I thank you. Leave the bar for me. Leave the bar for me.
he said,
hello. No.
Yeah, we are so it's very little. He said he was on the president, and then the service chiefs, then some catch-up.
So if it's expensive,
The concentration should be on the president. So
he said that
this one is taking overhead shot. So like that one is taking overhead shot. So you will be taking the president. So your own, you say your concentration is on the president, and then the service chiefs because they work. I don't know if maybe he's doing a special, you take it from the tripod or I don't know.
Unless I do so. But why not call me?
I don't know if he's calling you and then your line was
Call me right now.
I would say, I would say, I'm pretty sure.
What I think. But this one.
I was so give it to that.
I don't ask David. Wait, no, come with it.
I think.
He did a. Kenapa cuma ada sampai
for English, French, and Portuguese. English is on channel 1, French is on channel 2, and Portuguese on channel 3. If you're in need of any of the translation devices, please raise your hand and our attendants will come over to you. Thank you.
No, they can't. I think you forgot information. Way that aside to the same Christian side. Way from here, if I zoom in from here, I go.
Banford.
So you see, I don't know if I'm out. So changing it means so you for signal means okay. Now you can change your shot. Okay.
time, a point, and a message. Once again, the restrooms are located at the back. Please beckon any of the ushers and be glad to assist you. If you need to stay hydrated, please do same and they will serve you water. My name is Jerry Ajabolo. On behalf of the Ghana Army, I say welcome, one and all.
down. Yours! Yes! Number 10, go.
So now, just choose. So don't mind. Just watch whether you should. So be your own.
Okay, good. Charlie, if any people call me, if I make a change shot, if I let him, because I'm not going to know. Hello. Good. So I know they get the colors I want.
The move go
This one we got from here, that's a program. So we just use for just this side. Yes, we just go plug in. So if this one will last for
Please be seated.
Like I say what?
Good morning, Mr. President. Second International Defense Exhibition and Conference 2024 Guard of Honor Parade from the 4 officers. Mr. President.
Is it? It's okay.
Mr. President, inspection over. May I have the permission to march off, Mr. President?
Two,
humbly I ask that all phones be put on silent, please off your Additionally, I plead with us all to remain seated as well. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, the President of our Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Having observed the national salute in here and outside, let us pray. To you, our great God of nations, who have held our troops by your loving hands, you protected them as they protect us. Bless them and their families for the selfless acts they perform for us in our time of need. We ask that this day you bless us with your peace and many blessings that have characterized such celebrations for ours to be a success. We ask all this in the great God of nations and all who want to the one true God, the Father of all. Say a big amen. Please be seated. And now a short introductory video to IDEF 2024. Please lend your attention to the screens.
We open this year's International Defense Exhibition and Conference with a deep gratitude to the heroes who serve in the Army worldwide, ensuring our peace and safety. Their courage is the foundation of our freedom. These global heroes are the embodiment of dedication in every mission, from peacekeeping to humanitarian aid. Under the relentless sun, through biting cold winds, and amidst harsh terrain, they train hard, pushing beyond their limits for global security. Their mission extends beyond the battlefield, offering aid and hope during crises, with many bearing the scars of their sacrifices. Behind every soldier,
family, their silent strength supporting them through every challenge. In their eyes, we see the resolve to protect and serve.
each step is a pledge to your country and the world. Over the next 2 days, we will discuss strategies, foster collaboration, and explore advancements in defense technology. Together, we shape the future of global security.
Welcome to IDEC 2024.
And although our flags may vary, our spirit of service and sacrifice remains unwavering. We are united, stand a symbol of hope and strength for our nations. How about all armies of the world? My name is Jerry Edemajololo, and although I would have made a very fine officer and gentleman of the gallant Ghana Army, I am simply a communications professional, and today it has fallen to me with much delight on behalf of our gallant men and women of the Ghana Army under the able leadership of the Chief of Army Staff, Major General Bismarck Kwesi Onwuna, acting through the IDEC 2024 Organizing and Central Planning Committees, and in partnership with Great Minds Events and the Gulf of Guinea Maritime Institute, to say good morning to you, the President of our Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Ministers of State, Commanders of various armies herein present, past and present service commanders, defense contractors, suppliers and exhibitors, our esteemed speakers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the International Defense Exhibition and Conference 2024, where hours for the next 2 days will be deliberations on enhancing regional mechanisms for addressing contemporary security challenges in Africa. Mr. President, this first session, the opening ceremony, is brief, with 2 remarks culminating in your keynote and official opening. Graciously accepting to welcome us all this morning on behalf of his colleagues, the Chief of Army, Naval and Air Staff, and the entire Ghana Armed Forces, is one of the finest and most decorated officers of our gallant army, who enjoys a splendid reputation from amongst his peers as a problem solver and transformational leader. Mr. President, to be recalled, since you entrusted the Ghana Army into his hands on the 18th of February 2020 as Chief of Army Staff, he envisioned to produce a highly trained, motivated, and equipped army with quality officers and soldiers to achieve the task of the army. 4 years on, he will discharge his duty with grace and aplomb to assume greater responsibility as the Chief of Defense Staff. 15 units in record time, Special Operations Forces, Maneuver Combat Support Units, training schools across the country, to mention but a few. For his legacy of the more capable Ghana Army, positioned to professionally support the Ghana Armed Forces deliver on its constitutional mandate, Mr. President, I give to you on behalf of our host, the Chief of Army Staff, yours truly, the impenetrable Lieutenant General Thomas Opon Pepra.
A quick correction, I'm the Chief of the Defense Staff. Let's give a big round of applause to the Chief of the Army Staff. Please stand up. Major General Onwuna. Oh, please stand up and let everybody see you. The guests of honor, His Excellency, the President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the Minister for Defense, other Ministers of State, the National Security Coordinator, the Inspector General of Police, the Chief of the Army Staff, Ghana Army, the Chief of the Naval Staff, Ghana Navy, the Chief of Air Staff, Ghana Air Force, Chiefs of Defense and Army Staff of partner nations, Heads of security agencies, the Chief of Staff, Ghana Armed Forces, esteemed generals, serving and retired, senior officers and officer participants, eminent members of the academia, captains of industry and exhibitors, participants of IDEC 2024, the media, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I have the unique privilege to welcome you all to the International Defense Exhibition and Conference 2024. I trust that your travels from far and wide to Ghana were smooth and the reception arrangements have been good so far. I also welcome you to Ghana and specifically to Burma, the seat of command of the Ghana Armed Forces. Ours is a beautiful country with pleasant people, and we pride ourselves as the most hospitable people you will find all over the world. It is my expectation that you enjoy your stay and have a fruitful exhibition and conference. The Ghana Armed Forces is excited to be organizing this August event with our strategic partners, Great Minds Events Management Company, and the Gulf of Guinea Maritime Institute, the local partners. Exhibitions and conferences like this, more than ever, play a very important role in furtherance of defense strategies of military forces anywhere. The current situation where military technological innovation and defense alliances are driving the conduct of warfare further accentuates the importance of such exhibitions and conferences. From Sudan through Gaza to Russia, the cursory observer cannot help but notice the use of handy devices such as drones, intelligence, surveillance and target acquisition assets, and complex communication systems. Artificial intelligence and advanced guidance technology are changing the face of warfare across the world. IDEC 2024 provides an unparalleled stage for technological solutions and unmatched ideas which are indispensable for the defense of our respective countries. The carefully selected overarching theme for IDEC 2024 is enhancing regional mechanisms for addressing contemporary security challenges in Africa. Among other objectives, IDEC 2024 seeks to strengthen regional collaboration and provide a platform for academic discussions on pertinent security threats to the African continent. To do justice to the theme and objectives, the IDEC 2024 platform is designed to afford a unique opportunity to engage with top-notch players in the defense industry. The carefully selected topics for discussion will direct our focus to the regional mechanism which have been established to ensure our security. At the end of the day, we should all leave IDEC 2024 with a rekindled drive to work collectively to address the contemporary security challenges that confront us. Furthermore, our drive should be fueled by useful and available technological solutions which are indispensable. Aside the exhibition and conference, space has been created for networking and meaningful exclusive engagements with one another. Please take advantage of the arrangement by getting to know each other better. Negotiate a deal or two and initiate agreements for closer collaboration. IDEC 2024 should serve as the foundation for future formidable defense and security collaborative mechanisms for the African continent and beyond. More importantly, IDEC 2024 should provoke a reappraisal and reassessment of the existing sub-regional and regional mechanisms which have been designed to deal with the contemporary security threats that confront us. The Ghana Armed Forces will be proud and fulfilled to learn of such successes and reviews as a fallout of IDEC 2024. Esteemed generals, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to make time, notwithstanding the tight program lineup, to experience some of the treats that Accra has to offer. You are invited to visit our markets, join our taxi rides, try our cuisines, and enjoy the nightlife. I can assure you that you are safe in Accra. At this juncture, I would like to extend our appreciation to the President of the Republic and the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces for gracing this occasion as the guest of honor. Thank you, Mr. President. My commendation goes to the Chief of the Army Staff, great minds, and the Army Central Planning Committee for the yeoman's job that has made this program possible. It is my expectation that the next 2 days will be engaging, exciting, and memorable. I look forward to a fruitful IDEC 2024. Akwaba, and enjoy your stay in Ghana. Thank you very much.
And with Akwaba comes the response, yeah. Akwaba. Congratulations, you are all now Ghanaian soldiers. Give yourselves a round of applause. I was very sure I introduced the Chief of Defense Staff as speaking on behalf of his colleagues, but if it was misconstrued, please, my sincerest apologies, lest I be put in a guard room. In moving on, I'd like to acknowledge joining us in great solidarity today, the Chief of Defense Staff of the Republic of Guinea, Major General Ibrahim Sori Bangura. Thank you very much. We're also blessed to have the Chief of Army Staff of Zimbabwe, Lieutenant General Anselm Senyawatwe. Amongst many I shall be acknowledging in the course of the conference. We shall now receive remarks from a man we consider as the eyes and ears of our republic, the Minister for National Security. In his stead, the National Security Coordinator would read his remarks. Please make welcome Mr. Edward Asumini.
The guest of honor, His Excellency, President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the Minister for Defense, other Ministers of State, the Leader of Parliament, the Chief of the Defense Staff, Ghana Armed Forces, the Chief of Army Staff, Ghana Army, the Chief of Naval Staff, Ghana Navy, and the Chief of Air Staff, Ghana Air Force, the Chief of Defense Staff and Army Staff of partner nations, heads of security agencies, the Chief of Staff, Ghana Armed Forces, esteemed generals, senior officers, and officer participants, eminent members of academia, captains of industry and exhibitors, participants of IDEC 2024, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor for me to be part of today's opening ceremony of the second International Defense Exhibition and Conference, IDEC 2024. Permit me, therefore, to commend the Chief of Army Staff of Ghana and his team for bringing together such a distinguished gathering of experts in the security and defense sector. The meticulous organization of this event is commendable, and I'm particularly grateful for the opportunity to share my thoughts on this significant occasion. Indeed, the defense and security landscape has evolved into a complex and multifaceted domain driven by the forces of globalization, the rising influence of non-state actors, and the rapid technological advancements. These dynamics have fundamentally reshaped the nature of threats we face, not only as individual nations, but as a global community. The emergence of threats ranging from human trafficking, narcotics, counterfeit goods, smuggling, and illegal immigration poses a grave challenge to our collective security. In addition, the persistent threats of violent extremism and terrorism in the West African sub-region loom large, threatening the stability of our societies. The Sahel region of West Africa has emerged as the epicenter of terrorism and violent extremism, as highlighted by the Global Terrorism Index 2023. Extremist groups are expanding their influence across the region. The southward expansion of this threat from the Sahel region to coastal West Africa has placed countries like Ghana in a precarious position. It is increasingly evident that national countermeasures, while necessary, are insufficient in isolation. The complex nature of these challenges necessitates a robust regional and global response. In light of these challenges, the theme for IDEC 2024, focusing on regional mechanisms for addressing contemporary security challenges in Africa, is both timely and relevant. The ongoing conflicts around the world have made it abundantly clear that no single nation, regardless of its power, can tackle these challenges alone. Collective security, anchored on strategic alliance, has become indispensable. Fortunately, Africa has established several sub-regional and regional mechanisms that provide a good foundation for addressing our security needs. For Ghana, collaboration with neighboring states and friendly nations within these frameworks is not merely an option, but a strategic imperative. The rapid advancement in technology has fundamentally changed the defense and security sectors in our various countries. It's transformed the way warfare and security operations are conducted. The application of force is no longer the sole domain of state actors, making the strategic integration of technology crucial to achieving our security objectives. IDEC 2024, therefore, offers a unique opportunity to engage with industry leaders, explore cutting-edge technologies, and consider how they can be leveraged to enhance our defense capabilities, and most importantly, fashion out a flexible funding mechanism that would enable the acquisition of military hardware and equipment without placing enormous stress on our national financial purse. The IDEC platform is comprehensive, offering a wide array of solutions to address contemporary defense and security challenges. The opportunity to interact directly with defense industry players is invaluable, and I encourage all participants to fully engage with a diverse range of stakeholders present. This conference is not just about decisions. It's about forging partnerships, sharing knowledge, and equipping ourselves with the tools necessary to secure our collective future. On this note, I warmly welcome all participants to Ghana and to IDEC 2024, and I'm confident that the decisions and interactions over the course of this event will be both productive and insightful. Let us make the most of this opportunity to strengthen our security. Once again, I commend the Ghana Armed Forces and their strategic partners, Great Minds Events Management, LLC, for their visionary leadership in organizing this outstanding event. Thank you for your attention.
Help me appreciate the Minister for National Security of the Republic of Ghana, the Honorable Albert Kandapa, speaking to us through the National Security Coordinator, Mr. Edward Asmani. Please, another round of applause. And now the gifts of the occasion, the President of our Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. I said it right. Ladies and gentlemen, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
The Minister for Defense and Member of Parliament for Bimbila, the Deputy Minister for Defense and Member of Parliament for Ichima-Kwanwoma, Deputy Minister for the Interior and Member of Parliament for Gomwa Central, National Security Advisor, the National Security Coordinator, the President's Advisor on the Accra Initiative, Majority Leader in Parliament and Member of Parliament for Ifutu, Chairperson of Parliament's Select Committee on Defense and Interior, and Member of Parliament for Asin Central, Chief of the Defense Staff of the Ghana Armed Forces, Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Naval Staff, Chief of Air Staff, Chiefs of Defense Staff, Army Staff and Service Commanders of Partner Nations, Le général de la Guinée, vous êtes le très bienvenu ici au pays frère, fraternel du Ghana. And the general from Zimbabwe and the others, you're very welcome here. Chief of Army Staff for General Headquarters of the Ghana Armed Forces, generals, active and retired, officers, men and women of the Ghana Armed Forces, members of academia, exhibitors, delegates, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I join you today for the second edition of the International Defense Exhibition and Conference IDEC 2024, a platform that brings together key stakeholders in the defense and security sectors to deliberate on issues that are critical to the peace and stability of the continent of Africa. I thank the Minister for Defense, the Honorable Dominic Nitiwo, Member of Parliament for Bimbilla, for the honor of this invitation. On behalf of the government and the people of Ghana, I extend a warm welcome to all of you gathered here in Accra from near and far. We're delighted that the Military High Command of the Ghana Armed Forces is hosting this important exhibition and conference in partnership with the Great Minds Events Company and the Gulf of Guinea Maritime Institution. I trust that your stay in our beautiful, hospitable country will be productive and enjoyable. Akwaba, as you must know by now, is our word of welcome. The theme for this conference, enhancing regional mechanisms for addressing contemporary security challenges in Africa, is both timely and essential as we confront a rapidly evolving security landscape. In recent decades, Africa has experienced significant economic growth, social development, and increased political stability. However, the continent continues to face complex security challenges that threaten the progress we have made. These challenges range from terrorism and violent extremism, transnational organized crimes, maritime piracy, and cybersecurity threats to the impact of climate change on human security. Each of these threats poses a significant risk to the sovereignty, development, and well-being of our nations. As we gather here today, I would like to emphasize the importance of a collective and coordinated regional approach in addressing these security challenges. It is imperative that we as African nations strengthen our regional mechanisms, enhance our collaboration, and share intelligence and best practices to create a safer and more secure continent for the African peoples. Ladies and gentlemen, the security landscape in Africa is characterized by a variety of threats that are interconnected and often transcend national borders. Terrorism and violent extremism, for instance, have become increasingly pervasive in various regions of the continent. From the Sahel to the Horn of Africa, terrorist groups such as Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab, and ISIS-affiliated factions like Jinim continue to exploit political instability, economic deprivation, and social grievances to recruit and radicalize our youth and execute terrorist attacks. These groups are increasingly becoming sophisticated, utilizing both conventional and asymmetric tactics, including cyber warfare, to achieve their objectives. Transnational organized crime is another pressing challenge, with criminal networks engaging in illicit activities such as drug and human trafficking, arms smuggling, and wildlife poaching. These criminal enterprises not only undermine our economies, but also fuel corruption and instability, making it difficult for legitimate governance structures to function effectively. Furthermore, Our maritime domains are under threat from piracy, illegal fishing, and smuggling, which threaten our coastal economies and the livelihoods of millions of Africans. The Gulf of Guinea, in particular, has become a global hotspot for piracy, with criminal groups targeting commercial vessels and holding crew members for ransom. Happily, however, in very recent times, as a result of resolute action by the Nigerian and Ghanaian navies, the activities of the pirates have been considerably reduced. Cybersecurity is yet another emerging threat that cannot be overlooked. The digital revolution has brought about unprecedented opportunities for economic growth and development. However, it has also exposed our nations to new vulnerabilities. Cyber attacks on critical infrastructure, financial systems, and government institutions have the potential to cause significant damage and disruption. As our reliance on digital technologies grows, so does our exposure to cyber threats. Lastly, the impact of climate change on security is becoming more and more evident. Climate-induced disasters, such as droughts, floods, and desertification, are exacerbating food and water insecurity, triggering forced migration, and creating fertile ground for conflict and violence. It is clear that we should address these environmental challenges with the same urgency and vigor as we do traditional security threats. Ladies and gentlemen, given the transnational nature of these threats, no single African country can address them alone. It is only through regional cooperation and collaboration that we can effectively counter these challenges. Regional organizations such as the African Union, the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, the Southern African Development Community, SADC, and the International Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD, have critical roles to play in this regard. These organizations have made significant strides in developing frameworks and mechanisms for collective security and defense. In this respect, I would like to highlight the importance of the Accra Initiative, a cooperative security framework established by several West African countries, including Ghana, Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, Benin, and Mali. The Accra Initiative represents a proactive and preventative approach to combating terrorism and transnational organized crime in the West African region. By focusing on intelligence sharing, joint security operations, and capacity building, the Accra Initiative aims to prevent the spillover of terrorist activities from the Sahel region into coastal West Africa. However, the recent withdrawal of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger to form the so-called Alliance of Sahelian States has weakened the unified strength of the Accra Initiative. This move has undermined our collective security efforts, as it has created gaps in regional coordination and intelligence sharing, which are crucial in our fight against terrorism and organized crime. The fragmentation of our alliances only serves to embolden terrorist groups and other criminal networks, thereby threatening the stability and security of the entire region. It is imperative that we address these challenges head-on by reinforcing our commitments to the Accra Initiative and ensuring that all member states remain actively engaged. Only through unity and cooperation can we effectively combat the threats facing our region and safeguard the peace and prosperity of our people. There is a need to strengthen these mechanisms further, which enhance the capacity of our regional organizations to anticipate, prevent, and respond to security threats. This requires not only political will, but also mobilization of adequate resources, including funding, equipment, and trained personnel. Ladies and gentlemen, to enhance our regional mechanisms for addressing contemporary security challenges, I propose for your consideration the following 7 strategies. 1, strengthening intelligence sharing and coordination. Effective intelligence sharing and coordination among African nations are crucial for preempting and responding to security threats. We should establish robust mechanisms for intelligence sharing at the regional and continental levels, leveraging modern technology to enhance real-time communication and data exchange. Intelligence is the lifeblood of security operations, and without timely and accurate information, our efforts will be in vain. 2, building capacity for strengthening and counterterrorism, for peacekeeping, and counter-terrorism operations. We should invest in building the capacity of our security forces to undertake peacekeeping and counterterrorism operations. This includes providing training, equipment, and logistical support to our troops. Our security forces should be well prepared to operate in complex environments where traditional and non-traditional threats coexist. Furthermore, we should prioritize the training of specialized units capable of dealing with cyber threats and other emerging challenges. 3, constituting the ECOWAS standby force. At the last summit, the ECOWAS Authority agreed to bring the ECOWAS standby force into being as soon as possible. I have no doubt that had it been in existence earlier, it would have served as a deterrent to the multiplicity of coups and the spread of terrorism. The establishment of this force is essential for maintaining regional stability and security. It will enable ECOWAS to respond swiftly and effectively to threats, uphold democratic governance, and promote peace across West Africa. Moreover, the standby force will have a crucial role in crisis management, supporting member states in addressing security challenges and encouraging cooperation among nations. This collective defense mechanism reflects our commitments to the values of peace, security, and democracy, and represents a significant step forward in our shared efforts to build a safer and more resilient region. 4, enhancing maritime security. Africa's vast coastline and maritime resources are a critical part of our economic development. We should enhance our maritime security capabilities to protect these resources from illegal activities. This can be achieved through increased investment in naval and coast guard assets, as well as greater cooperation between coastal states. We should also engage with international partners to strengthen maritime security and uphold the rule of law in our waters. 5, promoting cybersecurity resilience. As we embrace digital transformation, we should also invest in cybersecurity resilience. This includes developing national cybersecurity strategies, establishing cyber incident response teams, and fostering public-private partnerships to enhance cyber defense capabilities. Cybersecurity awareness and education should be a priority, ensuring that our citizens and institutions are equipped to protect themselves against cyber threats. 6, addressing climate-induced security risks. Climate change is a threat multiplier that exacerbates existing vulnerabilities and creates new security challenges. We should integrate climate security considerations into our national and regional security strategies. This includes investing in climate adaptation and mitigation measures, promoting sustainable development, and enhancing the resilience of our communities to climate-related shocks. And then 7, fostering inclusive governance and development. Security is not just an absence of violence, it is also the presence of justice, equity, and opportunity. We should address the root causes of insecurity by fostering inclusive governance and promoting sustainable development. This includes tackling poverty, unemployment, and inequality, which are often drivers of conflict and violence. By addressing these underlying issues, we can create a more secure and prosperous Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, whilst the primary responsibility for Africa's security rests with African nations, we cannot overlook the importance of international cooperation. Our international partners have a critical role to play in supporting our efforts to enhance regional mechanisms for security. We call on our partners to provide technical assistance, capacity building support, and financial resources to complement our efforts. However, this support should be aligned with our priorities and should respect our sovereignty. We should ensure that any external assistance is provided in a manner that strengthens our regional mechanisms, enhances our capacity to address our security challenges independently. In conclusion, let me reiterate that the security challenges we face in Africa are complex and multifaceted, requiring a coordinated and comprehensive approach. By enhancing our regional mechanisms and fostering closer cooperation among African nations, we can build a safer and more secure continent for this and future generations. We have the knowledge, resources, and the will to address these challenges. What we need now is a commitment to work together, to share responsibility, and to support each other in this common endeavor. As we continue our deliberations during this conference, let us be guided by the vision of an Africa that is secure, stable, and prosperous, an Africa that is capable of managing her own security challenges and contributing to global peace and stability. I look forward to fruitful discussions that will lead to actionable outcomes. Accordingly, ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor and pleasure to declare the second edition of the International Defense Exhibition and Conference 2024 officially open. May God bless Mother Africa and us all. And may God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of our Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, please. Please be seated. I'm sure I voiced the unanimous sentiment of this gathering when I expressed thanks to you, the President of the Republic, for that thought-provoking address. This I call the valedictory speech of the President. You've been so gracious with your friendly manner in which you've come to all our events, and we're going to miss you greatly. But we take comfort in the words of your former departed colleague, His Excellency Robert Mugabe, who says, in Africa, our elders do not retire. Even when they pass on, we call on them to work as ancestors. So be sure we'll call you. Please, one more time, let's celebrate the President of our Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. At the end of this event, Mr. President, we shall humbly invite you, as you're led by our host, the Chief of Army Staff, together with the official party, to the Great Minds exhibition area, where officially we would cut the ribbon to signify the official start of the exhibition and conference. I ask that we all rise in acknowledgement of the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces and of our host nation, Ghana, as we take the national salute. May God bless the Ghana Army and all armies and make you monarchs of all you survey. May God bless you, the President of our Republic. May God bless IDEC and us all. We shall all remain standing as the President and the official party take leave of us. Humbly I ask that we please be seated. Shortly, distinguished officers, ladies and gentlemen, we shall be inviting you in sections to please make your way outside to join the official party for the tour. Because we are time constrained, we shall have that whole experience in 45 minutes and reconvene for the second plenary. I hope that's agreeable to us all. There's coffee, tea, and snack at the exhibition area. I beg of you to please hasten and return to us in exactly 45 minutes. Thank you very much.
happening.